So sometimes in the edit, Connor does us dirty by leaving in some mistakes or some strangeness. I think it speaks volumes that Connor barely edited the content of last week's episode, and it still came out very smooth and came out all that. But you left in the 30-second dalliance where I mispronounced a German word 3 times, so fuck you.
I did try to take it out, but there was enough happening in and around it that it would have ruined some of the context of other stuff coming up.
That's fair.
I do, honest to God, think about everything I do or do not cut. I spend quite a bit of time on it.
I know. But it's a testament that we got a solid almost exactly an hour, and I think that recording was maybe an hour and 10 minutes.
Yep.
And yeah, we're getting good at this, guys. I think we're finally getting the hang of this.
We are 2 weeks shy of 1 year from our first release.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So this episode will be
May 9th.
Our 1 year anniversary episode almost.
Pretty
wow.
damn close. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be off by 5 days. And we've been playing for 1.5 years.
Pretty good.
As a serious question, should we start talking up Canada today? Are we doing anything for that?
I think we should, yeah. So we're going to be, 2 months, 3 months out by the time this stuff starts coming out?
I think so.
May I?
Yeah, you have the most input here.
We have taken part, or currently some of us are still taking part, and everything will be released together on Canada. But us and 5 other podcasts, along with some friends and guests from outside of the actual podcasts, are doing a large kind of joint adventure. We've made up a whole world that's sort of a fictional Canada. Yeah. Called Albanora. Nope. Albianora. I should know this. I made the map for it. Where we're all kind of having these little different adventures. They're all going to be released on all of the other podcasts at the same time on the same day. They're each going to be self-contained, but there's a fun little tying thread as we jump years and sometimes more in time in this world, seeing how the state of things are. I got to run the first episode. And the other podcasts are doing some other ones, but again, they can be in any order. You can take them all in. We're really encouraging everyone to take them all in. Everyone from all these other podcasts, who we'll start plugging a little bit more later, were fantastic. And Connor, Eric, and Taylor have each been playing in separate episodes that have recorded, and I think only Eric has recorded.
You'll have to tune into Wonders and Blunders, and I'll link all this closer too. That's who my Dungeon Master was, is a fellow named Mike. He's their Dungeon Master. I got to play a swashbuckling goblin, and it was so ridiculously fun. I can't wait to hear it.
Oh yeah. All of it's in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, which again is kind of why I was elected from us, because Taylor and I have the most experience with D&D outside of Pathfinder, and I do this a lot.
Experience.
Finger quotes.
You knew what a character sheet looked like before.
Yeah,
I still haven't made a character yet. I've done no 5th edition. I'm going to go in with an idea, and then have them hopefully run me through it.
For Canada, we're going to have the episode 1, but it doesn't mean you have to listen to us first. Obviously, if you're listening to us now, you want to listen to us first, but you can take all of the episodes in. There is a plot thread that goes through them all, but they're all standalone adventures. Lots of fantastic folks, and it's going to be really, really fun. It's all kind of just goofy Canuck bullshit under the thin guise of fantasy.
So we're back to Kingmaker.
Kingmaker!
Last week we finished up with the Northropple expedition.
Oh yeah, those motherfuckers.
Okay, if you think I'm finished with those fucking gnomes, you got another thing coming.
Listening back, one of the other things that Connor did us dirty on, but again, the episode was so tight. Eric and I completely misunderstood what they said, and then we realized at different times, and then Connor finally said, listen, I'm not playing the character well. And Eric's like, well, no, fuck that, though. And he continued. I was like, that's great. Because it was all just through accidental, ego poisoning from Anoran that Baynard was in that mood.
You guys are assholes.
It was so fun to just sit back and literally let you guys just go nuts. I was like, I've done this wrong.
Ego poisoning is such a good way to put that.
You're going to corrupt Baynard. You know that, right? Anaran is going to ruin Baynard and what he was.
Anaran's just sheer lack of like interpersonal skills is going to cause a problem, I'm sure.
You're going to make Marcus cause a coup. That's what's going to happen.
So I was listening to Del Lobo today. So like 2 episodes ago when we fought we convinced the werewolf, and like it's such a difference for the 2 counselors. Like you guys, like Anaran's like my liege lord, and then Marcus is like fuck you, Baynard. It's such a cool duo that's following him around. It's like one guy that's like fuck you, and the other person's like it's cool. I'm really excited for this party dynamic that we have going.
Oh yeah, well, because I showed up and like right on my heels, a letter showed up saying that you're the king.
Yeah,
and so I was like, oh shit. And Taylor watched you like
Taylor knows the true
your way
Baynard,
through not dying. Yeah, Marcus is just like, yeah, he's the king, I guess.
King.
Yeah, we know who's in charge here.
Secretly.
You finished your evening with Screamy. And
that slide back.
Yeah.
And the horses came back.
Yeah. I was very much channeling my Andy Samberg for that one.
He'd be a great gnome.
I believe you guys wanted to move west back towards the dead unicorn. I know that's what Liam wanted to do.
I was vying for it so that we could go to the westmost of those 3 points of interest.
Yeah.
The eastmost was the river crossing. Mm-hmm. The center one was that tower in the middle of the lake.
Yep.
And the westmost, I listened to this earlier today.
It's a fort.
It's an abandoned keep. Yeah.
It's an abandoned fort. So I'm going to put this out now. I'm going to say that the tower is totally going to be some wizard tower. We're going to piss off some dude. We're going to steal some magic shit. It's going to be a good time. Someone's going down.
I'm just picturing Boken's hut again, but instead of like potions that like give us fun little things that happen, we just get murdered.
Yeah.
I legitimately haven't read that far into the book yet, so I do not know.
This is what it's going to be. If there's a tower, there's a wizard.
No, if there's a tower and it's in the middle of a fucking lake, it's where they train all the mages. I played Dragon Age.
I watched The Witcher. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So here's my 2 cents. I think we should scoop under Kabert so that we know all of the squares around our capital.
You motherfucker.
Look at Connor. He's so upset. I'm going to stop talking and let Connor to tell us where we're going.
Listen, we're all the way out west. Why are we going to swing all the way back east? We're west right now.
What he's saying is we're exactly 1 hex west of Kabert,
yeah.
And he was hoping that we would scoop down to the southwest and then down to the southeast and then up to the east to kind of connect ourselves, which would leave us right next to the Troll Bridge hex. It would be to our southeast.
Yeah.
If we go, I think Connor's plan for us to go west because I did push really hard to see the unicorn because Liam, have been chewing on that. Like I had a dream about it.
Here's the deal. You can do whatever you want to do, but know that if you make a decision that I haven't planned for, I'm going to scramble for 3 minutes to get it ready and going. Well, you guys.
Let's go with whatever Connor wants us to do. I am happy.
Yeah. I'll say if we hadn't made such a hard case, I'll say this, if I hadn't made such a hard case for what I wanted us to do, I would totally say do whatever you want. But I feel like we give Connor a thing to plan and then to say like, you know what we'll do instead.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm very happy with that. I don't want to stress anyone out. Let's go find out that unicorn.
Best laid plans of goddamn Connor.
Now, the biggest question is, do we go northwest 1 hex to fill out, just kind of north or south of Tuskgutter and east of the Tatzelworms to finish that chunk?
I mean, you're right here. You have this handy ping function with your mouse.
Yeah, I would like to fill that in if possible.
Yep, I gotcha. So we're going to move up into that square.
Yes. Yeah, we need to do 3 hexes tonight, essentially.
Yes. I have some questions.
I don't have answers.
Did anyone other than Pylon interact with those Fae?
Baynard did a little bit.
Directly? No. I think I tried to throw a knife at one of them.
Yes.
And they were fucking with Baynard.
Baynard left out beer for them.
And anytime I've been in the woods since, because like throughout the year, I've probably made a few pilgrimages to the temple. Like we've never really talked about our year, the blank year, but throughout that year, anytime I was in the forest, I would have been leaving offerings for them because I knew that they were out there. So I would have been like offering like alcohol and some coins because I knew they were out there.
Okay.
And I was trying to be friendly with them. So I don't know if they ever reached out to me. We've never talked about it.
So just added to that, I'm obviously going to have been accompanying him a couple times. Mm-hmm. If I see hunky weird shit, knife.
Sure. You will not have heard from them throughout that whole year. But now we move into the next text.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Dun, dun, dun.
Can I talk just quickly before we start? Can I talk about one of my pilgrimages that I had in my mind like closer to the start of the year?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So this Baynard convinced everyone to let him go alone. He needed to go to the temple and pray to Rastal by himself. And it was probably like the pigs were probably still small. Shut up, Connor. The pigs are probably still small, but he headed out there. And when he gets there, he cleans up and he would have pulled out the wreckage of the Stag Lord's helmet and he would have put it on the altar of the Rastal temple. His idea is to kind of cleanse of any evil the Stag Lord put into it and to try to atone for what he's done. And then he would have like gone out to the temple steps and he would have pulled out the Tuskenor's horn that's been carved into an instrument and he would have tried to play Pylon's tune on it for the first time. So what happens when he plays the tune? Anything?
There is an obvious uptick in wildlife activity, and the sun shines a little brighter, but Rastal, being who and what he is, doesn't reach out directly, right? He's not going to pat you on the head and say, good job. You've had a good hunt, and this should be enough of a sign for you to carry on with your kingdom.
Cool. Yeah, I think it would have been like a real like directing light for him for the rest of the year. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So it's not a magical horn?
Does the horn do the thing we talked about?
Sorry?
Does the horn do the thing we talked about or not?
We didn't talk about anything.
Wink, 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 wink. Oh, you're supposed to help me fuck with them. Wink, wink, wink.
I thought it was going to be a magical horn. I'm upset now.
Whatever your machinations are that you don't include me in, I can't do.
Connor, legitimately right here, I wanted you to be like, not yet, and just fuck with them. We literally, Eric,
Listen.
It's nothing. It's a fancy horn.
Pylon can't imbue shit with magic. You can go fuck yourself. Get out.
Yeah, he's a level 1. He's a level 1 suicidal maniac. He's not doing anything
He
important.
was 4th level when he disappeared.
No, he wasn't.
No, when he left, he would have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it? We were 4th level when he left? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he left at the end of book 1. So I think I rolled you into 4th for the beginning of book 2. So
he would have walked away, stubbed his toe, and leveled up.
So other than that, like Baynard would have just been like meeting people and hand out more arrows and stuff throughout that rest of the year. What kind of stuff did Marcus do in that year? Did you ever think of anything, Taylor?
I've been making connections with the right people in the right places.
That's exciting. I can't wait to find out.
You ever wonder why I can apply my role to everything? It's because I know everybody that needs to be known in the kingdom.
That's cool. I
can apply pressure, bribe people, whatever we need, I got.
Marcus is the guy.
I like that.
I'm the guy.
He's got a guy.
I'm the guy that knows a guy who knows another guy.
I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude.
Correct. I'm Robert Downey Jr.
That's fantastic.
Marcus is played by Kiss Kiss Bang Bang era Robert Downey Jr. And Ball is played by Kiss Kiss Bang Bang era Val Kilmer.
Oh God, it's horrific. What did I see something today? Val Kilmer is coming back as Batman.
No, that's
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton. Yeah. Several Michael Keatons.
Yeah.
All playing Batman.
I'm very excited.
We are just off the rails today.
Back to the podcast.
I don't know. It's been a long day.
That's going to be the name of the episode is Back to the Podcast.
You have to leave all this in because I cold opened us on how well we've gotten about getting episodes churned out.
Yeah. I'll see what I can do. You guys move into your next X. And you make camp for the night and are absolutely bombarded by acorns and all the shit that you remember happening when Pylon was around, and these Fae were just fucking with you. It is a relentless night without any direct communication, just a bunch of nuisance noises.
I
do something, Liam. I dare you. Do it.
I'm just trying to think if there's some, like, would you guys have told me about the Fae, suspected Fae in the air? Because I know Pylon didn't ever directly tell you there was...
You and I don't really talk.
That's fair. It's fair.
So I've told you nothing.
Yeah, and I imagine while you guys have, like, ventured out, I've also tried to venture out a little bit, but, like, not to go too far or I would just wander away. But I don't know if I would recognize this as Fae.
I would have told you that there's spirits in the woods, and like you have seen me anytime you've been in the woods with me that I leave coins and alcohol out, so you have seen that.
Okay.
And I would have said that, we don't know that. I don't think Baynard knows it's a fairy and a pseudo dragon. I don't think I know that. I think that was just a Pylon thing. So I would have just told you there are spirits in these woods that, you know, have fun with us sometimes, and this is that.
I would go around each of us then, and when it starts happening, just cast protection from evil on all three of us.
Sure. How long does that last?
Minutes, if not seconds. It lasts for 4 minutes. Yeah, caster level.
Okay.
But they're obviously not evil creatures, so it's not going to affect.
Not in the first 4 minutes, no. They might change their tune later. Who knows? They're harmless pranks right now.
Big alignment changes.
During this, is there any chance I can roll perception to see if I can actually
please
anything?
Do anything. Anybody. For any reason.
Yeah. Listen, I'm doing a thing. Relax. Calm down. Ooh. Okay, so that's a natural 18 for a total of 25.
Nice. Yeah, you absolutely recognize what the hell's going on here, and you tried to throw knives at them the last time you did this.
The last time, yeah.
You can see them. You can make out who and what they are.
Yeah.
You can try to throw things at them if you like. You can try to communicate.
Is there I'm trying to think what I want. There is a sense motive thing.
Sure.
Can I like distinguish like faces, so to speak? Like, would I know enough about them to like...
Yeah, so you've never seen their faces, right? They're just small flittering fae. One of them's the size of a cat. One of them is a slightly smaller cat.
One's a cat, one's a slightly smaller cat. Great. Kittens. There's kittens in these woods.
Yeah. Flying kittens with sticks.
Flying kittens with sticks.
And weird half cricket, half woman bodies.
Great. That's my fetish.
I thought that Greg was I thought Greg was
Greg?
Greg.
It's a man.
Not Greg. It's a
Greg.
guy.
I know. That sounds like saying Greg.
We've been over this. Not a Gerg.
Not a Grick.
No, it's a Grig. A Grig and a fairy dragon.
I assume like we posted watches, and when this happens, I will sneak out of camp.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna walk out a little bit, not gonna say anything, but I'll put down like 2 gold pieces out on a stump somewhere. Just kind of glance around the woods again, and then just go back in.
Okay. Yeah, they definitely would not go near that while you're standing around.
No, I know.
Knowing who and what you are.
Mm-hmm.
A bastard.
Yeah, I am.
If you check on those coins in the morning, they're gone.
I don't.
Okay.
But good to know.
Baynard, do you want to interact with them in any way on your watch?
Yeah, I would definitely try to greet them and wise fae of the forest, you bless me with your presence once more. Reveal yourself. And do you want a perception check or?
Does this wake us up?
Perception. Yeah, let's do that first.
Let's not talk about that. That's fine.
Okay. What about a persuade? Got one of those?
A diplomacy check?
Yeah, diplomacy.
I gotta look up my diplomacy.
It's shit. I know it's shit.
Yeah, so 11.
11 total. Who you calling wise guy?
Talking shit. That's fantastic.
Well, I thought, are you?
That's right. That's what I thought.
Okay. Are you the?
Thanks for the liquor.
Oh,
and then they fly away.
Okay. Goodbye. Okay.
And if the stick bombardment ends when I wake up from my watch, I'm going to be like, protection from evil, it has worked. Very good.
Pretty much, yeah. I just wanted to let you know that they still exist.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like they hound us and we have to fight them to the death.
No.
They're the BBG.
It's just because I knew Pylon was the primary conduit for that, and I want them around still, so I need someone else talking to them.
Well, that's the only reason Marcus has gone out and left those coins. It's his way of, fuck you, Liam, remembering Pylon.
Ooh.
It's a silent remembrance.
The angels.
I will go into the Underdark and murder you.
that was very sweet and unexpected.
Yeah.
Got him.
What's your fucking deal?
Yeah, what are you doing here, Sam?
He did preface it with, fuck you, Leo.
I did.
Okay, I'm going to walk you through the Tatzelworms next. I'm going to want perceptions from each
I
of you.
figured we'd go down.
I thought we were going south.
Are you going down?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
going to
I
the
thought we'd
unexplored
fill in
hexes.
all the blanks and then see the dead unicorn.
I think we should beeline it to the dead unicorn and then explore that stuff on the way back.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just get to the dead unicorn. Let's get that out of the way.
So we'll go dead unicorn, then southwest from there into the fort hex, and then up and back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool.
Like
All right.
this one.
So Tatzel.
Well, actually, like we might have to head back soon, don't we? Like, how long does each of the forest hex take to explore?
I think it's 5 days.
So, I mean,
We have 3 weeks.
Oh, sorry. You've already explored these. Sorry, you've explored these.
I know,
so
I
you're moving
know,
through
but like, so
these
we
ones?
spent a week, like 5 days, because we can only be gone for like 20 days, right? So we've already done 10 days gone.
I think if we do Kingdom Turn at the start of a month and Kingdom Turn at the end of the next month, I think there's wiggle room, right, Connor?
Yep.
For us to
You only have to spend 1 week out of every month doing your kingdom shit.
Okay.
So we have 6 weeks of exploration, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have enough time to do this and then head home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want perception checks?
Well, the council is just the three of us.
for the Tatzelworms?
Yeah. You're moving through that same hex. I just want to give you some deets.
13.
6.
13's okay. 6 is bad.
21.
Thank God. Does anyone have knowledge
Bear traps.
nature or knowledge local?
I have both. Which one is knowledge local
No.
for the... Is it for monsters?
Nope, just local.
Okay. 15.
6.
Okay. Anoran, as a foreigner in the land, you recognize a sort of rare type of tree in this area that wasn't really explored too much before. It is a coachwood tree.
Coachwood. Should I follow that up with a knowledge nature?
Sure.
10. No, sorry. Plus 5. 24.
Nice. They're not magical or anything. They're a very good sort of hardwood.
We should use this as a logging place. It could be once we clears the rest of the river on the way back to Caber, this could be a great place to take a small amount of wood from the forest and leave the rest untouched, but for production.
Mark it on the map.
I grab one of the big rotting Tatzelworm corpses and drag it over and be like, I have marked it, mark it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty sure it'd be gone after a year.
Yeah, and
I should hope so.
You're not right beside it. It's it's a 6 mile, 12 mile hex or whatever it is. So.
I go and get it, drag it back, and then we have to go back for the turn because it took me a day and a half.
That's that for that hex, and we can move you right back into the Zed Unicorn hex.
Okay. Now we're going to have to try and track it down after a year. So is this something that you two have to roll to see if you can remember exactly where it was?
I would have marked it.
Yeah, like how well did you map this area? Sort of what I mean.
I would have mapped where the unicorn is. That freaked Baynard right out. That was an important event for him.
Okay, so yeah, give me your survival check, and I'll give you a lower DC.
Marcus should 100% aid.
Okay. 17.
13.
Okay, yeah, you find it without issue. The clearing is right where you remember it, right where you marked it down. Perceptions from all of you.
15.
11.
27.
Jesus.
What?
My wisdom's at 18. I got plus 10 to perception.
God, 27 is nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Riddled with bear traps.
yeah, just so many bear traps. Marcus and Baynard, it is exactly as you remember it. It is eerily silent. Same cloying sort of nothingness going on. Anoran, you've also now experienced this after they've explained it to you, and you go, oh yeah, this is weird.
Could I intuit? So it's this, the whole clearing is kind of eerily quiet, you said? Like it's like, it just stops?
Yeah.
Could I do a knowledge local to see if there's any like creatures, like any evil creatures that would live in the area that would might like be responsible for this kind of hush?
Sure.
Did we bury it?
No, we didn't touch it.
We didn't touch it?
No.
And it is at the end, like the unicorn was at the end of the clearing. You haven't made it there yet. You're just entering.
20 not natural for knowledge local.
For knowledge local. You can't think of anything off the top of your head that would cause this sort of hush over a forest, especially this large and this long.
What knowledge check did you use for that?
Local or nature, either will do.
I rolled a 15. I don't think that'll get me more information than last time.
No, nothing going on.
Is the unicorn still there?
You'll have to walk up to the pool and check. But
okay, 100% I would do that. Do you want me to roll a different perception, or can I roll the 27?
No, just want to hear you say you're doing it. Yeah, the unicorn is still present, still hornless, still completely untouched.
And it's, so paint this picture for me again. So in the middle of the clearing, there is a small pool of water, and it is in the water?
Yep.
Fully submerged?
No, it's not that deep.
Okay.
It's like a puddle, essentially.
The puddle is still there? Like, the puddle looks unchanged as well? Like, it's been a year. I would assume, like, nature would happen.
Like, water's moving through it. It's not exactly the same puddle, but, like, it's still at one point in the area.
But the unicorn hasn't decomposed in any way,
Nothing at all, no.
Can I roll a religion check to see if anything's been done in the realm of, like, gentle repose? Like, if this area is held in some sort of, like, religious stasis? I don't know.
Sure.
Like, I'm blanking completely. It's just going to be 11.
You're blanking because there's nothing happening. It's all making it up. I don't know what's happening. We'll find out later.
Shvima, help me with this. We should pull this out of the clearing. Is there something wrong with this place? We should not inspect this here, but we should inspect what happened. If this is the same unicorn that you say you saw nearly a year ago, we should make note of this. We should do something about this.
Listen, if it's the same unicorn from a year ago and it's still here, I ain't touching it. It'll be here a year from now.
But if whatever this is, and she kind of like reaches her hands up and like feels the air, like on a humid day, this must be the center of it. It is literally at the center of it. And if it continues to spread, it could do very much in the way of harm. And she's just looking around kind of nervously in the trees.
And I'm saying, I ain't prepared to touch nothing that's gonna be here a year from now. Let's go.
Baynard slaps his hands together and like rubs them. It's like, I'm willing to touch it.
Marcus, would you rather the king subjects himself to whatever harms we could have?
Hell yeah, that man's got magic.
Fair. I am going to use, for real, since this is probably an encounter of some kind, I'm going to use some actual spell slots.
A 20 step back, and I'm just going to be on the lookout.
Going to use 2 of my level 1 spells to cast Protection from Evil on us for real this time, and try to haul the unicorn out as delicately as possible.
Sure. Who's touching it? And who touches it?
I'll go first. Yeah.
You touch it first? Okay.
Yeah, I have Protection from Evil, so.
Yep. Yeah. You are able to lay hands on this unicorn, and it immediately desiccates.
Ooh.
Don't breathe that shit in.
It is now bones and loose hanging horse leather over an old carcass.
I'm going to look at the king and kind of gesture him back, and I'm still going to, like, as delicately as possible, to gather up every bone I can kind of bundle. I'm going to lay out some of the leather and like wrap it up in it and remove it from the pool, set it aside, and just wait for a moment, not for too long, but I want to still be protected from evil, but I just want to see if anything changes. Can I do a religion check on what just happened with touching?
Sure. Taylor? Yeah, go ahead, Taylor.
I was just going to say, like, when they touch it, is it like you see the change happen, or it's like an illusion is broken?
It's happening in like double time. Like it's a
it's like
process.
Okay.
16 plus 4, unnatural 20.
Sure. As you touch this unicorn and as it goes through its decomposing process, you hear a single bird chirp and you see a butterfly through the glade. And the world starts to return to normal.
I'll just very gently, like, and quietly point to the butterflies, goes and says, this is a good sign. And I will continue rolling up the bundle of the bones. And I guess, not knowing what to do with them, I'm going to then wrap them in some not rotten horse leather and put them in my pack.
Sure.
Yeah. Till we know what the proper way to, like, bury a unicorn is, that won't do this. I feel as though these creatures, perhaps they are in some way too pure. And if it was killed, it dampened, it did something? I don't know. We should read on this.
Killing a unicorn is a great evil. The world shudders when such a thing happens. That's what must have happened here. The world mourned for this unicorn. We must find whoever did it and bring them to justice.
Mm-hmm. I'm still just going to be like nervously scanning the trees. A little more relaxed after seeing a butterfly for Desna, but...
I'm so glad you gave me Desna to work with.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just luck.
Erastil and Desna feel perfect here.
Yeah, it's very good. That's it. That's it for the unicorn area. What's up, Eric?
To the south.
Now, yeah, do we want to go southeast or southwest?
I don't think we need to go southwest, really.
And then southwest from there. So straight down to where this fort should be, right?
Well, you're going to go through this hex, and we'll deal with that, because that's a thing. It's one of the ones I didn't prep.
We said.
I made the token for it a few days ago, and then forgot to get the map.
Oh.
It's okay.
That's okay. We don't need a specific map. It's an audio medium.
Yeah, I mean, you guys need a specific map for the upcoming combat, so...
Do we want... Okay, so Carl, let me posit this to you then. We'll go southwest, and nothing happens. We make camp, and then we go southeast to the fort, and then you can prep that one for next week.
Oh, I don't have the fort ready either. You guys went a completely different way than I thought you would.
Mm.
How? There's a straight line of 2 hexes between where we were and this place, and you didn't prep one of them.
And if you went to the one I thought you were going to go
Send us to the one we prepped. I'm fine with that. Let's just go with that one.
It would have been the whole episode.
Then can we say we go back to do our kingdom turn, and then we'll go just west, south?
Yeah,
and so we'll hit the one you wanted? Okay.
Yeah.
So do we want to do the...
Your travel here requires you to head back to the kingdom through known paths so that you don't waste any more time.
Yeah.
Because you do have a kingdom to run, right? You got shit to do back there.
I also feel like we're probably pretty shaken from like the weirdness, and so we want to just go back.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea to head home. And we can do kingdom turn, which we haven't done in quite some time now as well.
Kingdom turn.
I'll also ask while you're pulling that stuff up, did anything actually happen that would have needed me to reference the spell Protection from Good and Evil?
If you hadn't done something there, I was probably going to do something nasty.
Okay. I just want to make sure there wasn't like a specific thing that like maybe you could have bit me with regardless.
Listen, don't take all the DM's secrets, man. He's allowed to hold some stuff back.
No, I don't need him to tell me what it would have been. I just want to know that like if there was a specific thing, I can check if it was supposed to be protected against for real. But it sounds like it was less evil and more.
No. We're so Calvin Ball with this. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't know what I was going to do with that unicorn. I know it was book 6. What it was prepping shit for.
So it's the plot thread?
It is part of a plot thread, yes. There's many different things that it sets up throughout each book. For like, there's a side quest in the first book that like we'll resolve this in the 4th book, and it's just a side quest. Don't read into it too much. It's just it had a resolution to that thing in book 6. We might not make it there. So
I was gonna say, but if see now I'm thinking you say don't read too far into it, and I'm reading so far into it. It's like a dead unicorn being like the snowball point for something awful. It sounds awful.
No, it's going to be about Billy the dead trapdoor spider. He's going to come back.
Yeah. He's the big bad evil guy.
Spider.
Yeah, he's coming back.
Billy bad evil guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is our spreadsheet, which we have not seen in a while.
Oh god,
I also obviously make it back to the kingdom without issue, having just recently traveled through all those hexes.
Mm-hmm.
The first step is your stability check, which last time we did this had been handed off to Anoran.
Okay.
So, yeah, month 12 was your first stability pass in quite some time.
Hey.
You're at 0 unrest. Baynard, you halted all hex expansion because your treasury kept getting fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And you built Herbalists, and you have 36 BP, I think.
Yeah, I think we finally climbed back out of the hole. I don't know if it was 36, though.
18. Yeah, it's 18. Yeah, so stability is still up to Anran, unless Baynard says otherwise.
I'll do it this time.
Okay.
You're doing it?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you have to beat 26. So it's 14, it's plus 12, whatever you roll.
I rolled a 10.
Ooh, that's a big fail. Yeah. So that's -2 unrest.
Yeah.
We need to get you new dice, dude.
Oh, sorry, it's +2 unrest. You are 2 unrestful.
I don't know, man.
And I'm trying to remember. Do I do something to unrest at the end of it?
You do. So you will reduce it by 1. So, but first you pay your consumption, which is 0, based on that weird math.
Yep.
Because we have stuff coming in and stuff going out.
Yeah, I've got another sheet I'm going to be using that's much more pared down. We'll do that whenever I have time to change it over. Vacant magic item slots. So your herbalist gets a minor magic item slot.
Cool.
We can deal with that afterwards. And then, then you reduce unrest by 1.
Okay.
Oh, we've been doing it wrong. You have to do a loyalty check when you decrease it by 1.
Really?
It's at least the rules I'm reading. It says you reduce it by 1. If you do so, you must succeed at a loyalty check or loyalty decreases by 1.
Oh, you're right. It is a may attempt to reduce.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of the success or fail of the loyalty check, it goes down, and if we fail, the thing goes down.
Yeah, the unrest goes down, but if you fail the loyalty check, loyalty decreases by 1.
Okay, so it's the difference between like muscling or convincing.
Yeah.
So do I make that check then?
Yeah.
Yes, as the Royal Enforcer you would.
Okay, what's loyalty. The plus?
Either your dexterity modifier or your strength modifier is what you add to our loyalty.
Yeah, so it's 15.
So D20 plus 15?
Plus your strength or whatever.
Okay, so it'll be 19 total then, because I got +4 strength?
Yeah, and you got to beat a 26. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
A natural 20.
Good, yeah, okay. No problems then. Thank you for catching that.
Yeah, it's definitely a good mechanic, because me going around and breaking kneecaps would probably eventually hurt someone's feelings.
Just a bit.
Do you have any intent of changing leadership?
No.
I doubt it, yeah.
Not yet.
Any claiming of hexes?
No.
Yeah.
I feel like we should try to claim, obviously not now, but we should try to claim up the river towards those trees.
Eventually, but I think city building, I think right now is our thing, is it not?
Yeah, you're going to want to improve your city, I think. So that is after terrain improvements, no new hexes, there's no terrain to make, creating and improving your settlements. So
I defer to you guys on the buildings. I can't see the spreadsheet at all, and so.
Yeah, let me see if they're here.
I just don't know.
So what are we short on right now?
Can always use more money.
Yeah, you need more BP for sure. What are the other options here? I guess like fame, economy, loyalty, that sort of thing. Yeah, it's a huge list of buildings, right? So if you want BP, feel like a brewery would be good.
Do we have a mill already?
We do.
No, I don't.
I thought we did.
Let's see.
Where's that map page?
Right here. You've got a castle, a graveyard, a tannery, a jail, a house, a herbalist, and your free park from the Winter Doll family.
I know a mill has to be by a river.
By water, it says, and our southern border is by water.
Okay.
So it's 1 economy, 1 stability, it's 6 points. So that's an option.
Does it add any BP?
The economy +1 is what will get us BP. I mean, it's one option.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm fine with that then.
What's a brewery do for us?
We have a brewery already, don't we?
You do not. You guys thought about it.
Brewery's not good for us. It's loyalty, stability. We don't need that right now, I don't think.
I think we're doing okay with that. We need to boost our econ. I'm fine with a mill, or is there anything that provides a bigger economy boost that doesn't totally bankrupt us?
Anything that gives like a +2 to something is usually like a lot.
Pretty big, huh?
Yeah, I think there was a couple that had +3 or 4, but two has been like the bog standard, like good choice.
So if you add a mill,
our castle is adding stuff to us, right?
That wasn't a huge waste, right?
It was a defense and
economy, loyalty, stability. It's adding all that properly. I hope so.
I
assume so.
It definitely is. So I've got another spreadsheet here. Let me share this one. It's a lot simpler. And it's also a Google Doc so that we could all work in it at the same time.
Oh, cool.
and the numbers are slightly different because it's using slightly different math.
Yeah.
But all of the fucking edicts work, for example. So like that's very good. So your settlement here, you've got, I can pick from a list and it'll add everything effectively.
What about a library?
Does that add to our BP?
Yeah, economy +1, loyalty +1.
So a library, is economy, loyalty, and lore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lore, I feel like I would push for lore with our weird unicorn killer. I think Liam specifically, less Anaran, I think that's a good choice because we want to know more about what's going on and things seem to be getting weird.
I'm fine with that then. How much does it cost?
6 BP as well. So it's, I think between a library and a mill, what's productivity +1 get out?
Productivity +1?
Yeah, it's probably got something to do with the input-output.
It says settlement productivity +1. It might not be anything. Maybe that's advanced rules or something.
It's your first thing in productivity, so I'm not positive what it does.
It might hink with, what is the thing at the start? The consumption.
Yeah.
Because we get more out of everything.
Consumption's -2 there.
Yeah, that doesn't change anything there.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think library now, mill later, because mill will probably come around the same time we can.
I think next turn we do the mill.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not a huge... Do we need more houses?
I think you can always build one free house.
Does the mill need a house?
It's not free. No, the mill doesn't need anything.
It's not free, but it's you can also build a house on the same turn where you build something else.
Yeah, so it's a free build, but not free money.
I think we should.
Sorry, does the library need a house as well? That's
library didn't have anything requirements.
I think the library should be near to us, and then we should try and get at least one house in every square so that everything that needs one gets one.
Where would you like to put your mill?
Wait, I thought we were doing the library.
No, we're doing the library.
Sorry, I meant the library.
Yeah, okay.
In front of the graveyard.
Wow, creepy.
Yeah, I like that. So when the undead rise, the first thing to go is the books.
They're not going to read.
It's infuriating that right-click insert doesn't have the image option. I have to go to the fucking top bar.
Yeah.
Dumb. Google, why?
Because why not?
So, you now have a base value of 500. You have a defense of 8, population of 340. That's pretty good. You are a town.
Woohoo!
-1 corruption, which is nice. Productivity, here we go. What does productivity do? Settlement's economy helps its citizens make money and applies a modifier on all craft, perform, and profession checks made to generate income.
Good stuff.
Nice. Now, on top of that, what does the lore do specifically mechanically?
Settlement's lore modifier applies on diplomacy checks made to gather information and knowledge checks made using the city's resources to do research when using a library.
Okay.
That's good.
Then I would love at some point for someone to spend some time just reading up on everything. As we encounter it, we go back, we read up on it, we go back and do the fight.
Sounds like time.
I know,
Oh, we have one elite. What the hell does that mean?
The number as a percentage of your population that are elite soldiers.
Yeah, look at that.
So you have one elite soldier, which is...
Tarvis.
That's percent. We have 1%.
No.
The number as a percentage.
Yeah, okay, and you have 10 people, so... That's based on your recruitment modifier. So Warlike makes it 5, for example.
Ah, hot dog.
Yeah, I think we're going to use this spreadsheet moving forward. It is.
It looks much cleaner from what
it is much cleaner.
Much condensed. Awesome. Okay. Next step. I think we're good with that.
Yeah. We are on to the... we create army units, which you do not have and will not have. You can change your edicts if you want to do that now. So if you want to update holidays... Nope. Okay, cool. Then we move to the income phase. Anyone want to make a withdrawal? You have 12 BP.
No. If anyone touches it, I'll shank them.
Sure. Now, any deposits? Have you found anything recently that you want to add?
Just a werewolf.
Unicorn bones? I have this gnome I kidnapped.
Is it screaming?
Let me out! We have the town crier sorted. And then we do the sitcom outro.
Nothing to sell for BP, so we can move on to your taxes, which has been Marcus up until this point.
Mm-hmm.
It is an economy check, obviously, against your control DC.
All right. And sorry, am I adding 15 to my roll or 12 to my roll?
You add 15.
17 total. I rolled a 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, you don't get any. You don't get any taxes.
I thought there was a base. Is it not a base? No, not on this? Rough.
It is you either pass and then you divide that by 5, or in this case, it's going to be 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the new taxation edict changes what you divide that by.
Oh.
Normal is by 3 instead of what we were doing before, which was divide by whatever, get the remainder, blah, blah, blah. This is just a cleaner way of doing it.
All right, cool. So I think that pretty much wraps it up.
Yeah, that is your first kingdom management turn after returning to exploring.
Nice.
You spent, a couple weeks moving towards the unicorn, running into gnomes.
Gnomes.
Know me. Know you. I'm very sad that you guys didn't get that when I said it last week.
Taylor and I both told you to fuck yourself in some capacity. And
I believe so,
it left my brain until I was listening back to it, and I was like, that's very good.
It is very good.
It is. I made me chuckle.
He's know me, right? As in of gnomish type, but then know you.
At first, I was like really
middle fingers up.
Like cheesed with the know me. Like when I was looking at the sheet, I was looking at the picture you posted. I'm like, know me? Come on, Connor. That's such a weak name. And then I scanned over and I saw know you. And I cracked up.
Yeah, they weren't next to each other. They were just hanging out.
Yeah, I my brain processed the hatred for the one, and then immediately I'm like, okay, now I really like Nomi.
I'm sorry, Nomi. I've judged you too hard, much too soon.
Yeah,
yeah. I really enjoyed the gnomes. I'm hoping they get to come back eventually. We'll see.
Oh, next time I'm bashing them with my mace. I can't wait.
Oh God,
gnome golf.
I don't know if you want to fight a bunch of gnomes.
No.
What are we doing? One more exploration tonight? What or are we calling it?
No, I think we can call it. It'll be a slightly shorter episode. There's a lot of time wasting here, which is fine. We'll leave it in. It'll be a fine, easy episode to listen to.
The podcast title is Back to the Podcast, so that's all it's going to be.
I think the big takeaway from this is that like we have to wait till book 6 to find out what happened to that unicorn. And it just makes me upset.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, true.
That's when the resolution is, right?
Yeah.
So, like, there's
steps along the way to that, hopefully.
Again, I'm going to be way off script soon.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. Cool. I mean, with that fucking unicorn, we're already fucking way off script. You're not supposed to go back and look at it again.
I can't believe we didn't think about grabbing it. Like, my dumbass should have done that.
No, you saw it as sacred, I believe, or something like that. You were
Pylon, you saw it as fear, right? That is Underdark magic.
Do you know what episode we found it in?
Pretty late.
No, it was quite early.
Yeah, because it was before Tuskgutter, I'm pretty sure. Because we went down that way, fought the Tatzelworms, came up and fought Tuskgutter.
I thought it was it was after Tuskgutter.
I don't think so.
Suddenly nothing happens. It's either Swamp Words or the same with the Tatzelworms. It's one of those episodes. It's after Tuskgutter.
Was it after Tuskgutter? Yeah, it must have been.
I swear we did the Tatsworms before Tuskgutter, because that was when... Oh, no, because the Tatsworm fight is when I realized I've been doing Song of Shards wrong. Court of Shards.
Yeah, I don't think I even put it in the show notes on any of these.
No, you didn't.
I think maybe it was like on listening back, it was one of the episodes maybe I didn't finish because like something else came up or something. I did not remember.
Hopefully based on the Imager links.
We have Imager links?
Yeah. Should we cut the recording?
Oh my God.
Yeah, we can go cut the recording.
Keep it all in.
Yeah, I'll leave
so much new things.
Should we cut the recording? And we'll end it there.
Yeah.